Okay, and this is how I usually set out my circle. You know, I have the altar in the center, and I have these candles in bowls or dishes to hold representations of each element. I made these myself, to put more energy into them. These were like little glass dishes I got at the dollar store. I got 4 for $1. And I just painted them and put little sparkles and stuff on them. Obviously green is earth with a little green candle in it. And you can also throw some little stones or, dirt or anything in there to also represent that element, And I did that. Air, fire, and water. Don't mind that stain on the carpet. It's not blood, but I don't know what that is. Tried scrubbing it out. And also with my altar in the center. And like I said, this is a very small and simple, basic altar. I have the goddess and the god candles, little representations. I have, let's see, these have from tarot cards, the Empress and also the Moon. And over here I have the Sun and the Emperor. I just don't have room for any statues or anything of that sort. So these are the bare essentials that I use. I have my oils and other things. I have also some stones, and I use a wine glass. I don't have anything more fancier than that at this time. I have these bowls. I put this I have a cloth, but I don't like to dirty it. So, I put these little things I got underneath, white and black, to even it out. So there's white and light and dark. And I got my libation bowl, things like that, and my so also I keep this candle here, or whatever particular color that's for the spells that I'm performing, in the right color for any sorts of candle magic. I keep that little red candle there for fire, even though I have the incense and stuff. I sometimes choose to use that, I sometimes don't. My quartz, my salt, usually there's water involved. This is some holy water that I've made. My feather. I don't have my incense on this right now, but that's where they go over there. I use my wand that I found outside and made. I sanded it down and I repainted it. I found it lying outside, and it called to me, and it said, "I'm supposed to be your wand," and so it did. Right now, I don't have an athame that I want to use or call as my athame. I live in the state of Massachusetts, which is like the one state where it's illegal to buy them, but, of course I can go to the next state over, but for financial reasons and whatnot. But using my wand works perfectly fine, and, I use it to draw my circle, things like that. But before doing so, I have my besom right here for sweeping and brushing out and cleaning it away and getting out all those negative energies in preparation for the cleansing of my ritual. I also have tiny little besoms. I have 2 of those. I just recently moved into a different room, and my little besom is kind of missing at this time. And I keep it to also use on my altar and for cleansing and consecrating all my ritual tools and items, and for splashing water and salt over my altar as well. And so yeah, I just wanted to show you my way of going about doing it. I see some people, they don't go and do all this. They create their circle at their altar, having something, north, south, east, and west, doing their circle here, and that's their circle. Where for me personally, I need to have a circle completely surrounding me. And then I also do another one for my altar on top of that. So while I'm sitting in front of my altar, you can see, it's around me, nice and, so there's my space. And it allows me to focus more on my movements and my steps. I'm physically moving. I'm building up more of that energy for my ritual and magics. So I keep my altar very simple for reasons, so I can, my room, I don't have a room I can use for just magical workings and things like that, and I have to keep it very small. This is a very personal thing of mine, and I don't like to advertise to anyone who comes into my room, so I keep it very small, and I don't want to have to set it up. That's what I was doing before. I had to reset it up, and I was doing that over here. It looks kind of bad now. Like I said, I just moved down here. I would move this over. I would fancy it all up, do my stuff, and have to deconstruct it every time. And by doing that, it loses its power. And this way, by keeping it small, I can keep it together and not have to put everything away and put it back together every time, keeping the magic centered so it's not conjumbled and confused. And also having it, I place it over here, like I said, in that little corner, and I just pull it over here. I take down the picture I had with it before, and I can use it for blessings and stuff like that over there. I don't need to move it. I don't need to, do all this and that. So, thank you very much for seeing how I perform or set up my altar and my circle for any ritual or magic work. If I obviously, I have my grimoire with me. If I require more space, what I do is I set up, if we come over here, those are my wines for my offerings and things like that. I'll make sure to bring over all the other materials that I need with me, so I have them on hand. Things like candles, and here's my little box of magic goodies. I have tons of candles, and deep down in there, more stuff. And also my herbs and oils that I have over there in that silver makeup box. I'll keep them over here so I don't have to break the circle. And I'll add more on top. So I have all my supplies, and also I can extend it more and then deconstruct that afterwards. So, like I said again, thank you very much.